Hey guys, it is Michelle, and I am going to be doing, I'm not sure, this isn't a tag. If you want to make it a tag, please, by all means. We could do it top 5 favorite songs of any artist, but this is my top favorite songs from the beautiful Lady Gaga. I love her to pieces, you guys know this, and I am utterly stoked about the new album Art Pop coming out. I think I saw the video for Applause, and definitely the first time I watched, I wasn't sure. And she seems to do that every time she has a new album. The first time I hear the song, I'm never sure about it. And then I listen to it again, and then I watch the video, and then it's like, love. You know what I mean. Anyway, I'm going to start with 5 and work my way up. Number 5 on my list is Poker Face, and Poker Face came from the Fame album. I picked this one because this was the song that made me fall in love with Lady Gaga in the first place. Just Dance, you know, I liked it, you know, I'd pop around to it, but when I heard Poker Face and I saw the video for Poker Face, that was when I became a huge, it was like, bam, that minute I became a Lady Gaga fan. I love the video, I love everything about it. It was like a mix of Europop and club and just like everything I love into one package. And she's beautiful. I mean, on top of everything else. Not that that has much to do with it, but she is simply gorgeous. She's from New York City like I am. We're like about a year apart in age. I fell in love with her and her story and everything that she stands for. So that's why Poker Face is at number 5. It was the introduction to what became my obsession with Lady Gaga. So, Poker Face. The next one is Edge of Glory. That's number 4. From the Born This Way album. I love, again, her videos, like, visual masterpieces in my mind. Whether you love her or hate her, her videos stand out. It looks like Back in the City. I love the strong, like, 80s pop sound that it has. I love the saxophone in it, because saxophone to me, I can either love it or hate it. If it's done right, it's just amazing. I used to jazz dance, and like, there's something about a master musician playing the saxophone. I mean, just a master musician playing any instrument that really gets my attention, because it's not something that you can't just pick up a saxophone and be automatically incredible at it. It takes years of practice, and I really appreciate that kind of art. So having that in the background, and then, like, you know, I'm on the edge, just the words in the song are so empowering, and I can feel like standing on the edge of a cliff with my arms stretched out and feeling the wind blowing. Like, that's what I picture when I hear this song. Absolutely love this song. Love the video. Just one of my top picks, especially from the Born This Way album, which I thought, I don't think there's a song on here that I don't like. Very well done. Very well done. Next on my list, I had to write them down because it was so hard to pick. Actually, it's technically 6 songs because these 2 were tied for me. So 3 had a tie. The first one is Speechless from the Fame Monster. Love it because it really shows her her voice talents. She's got one powerful voice. As any Lady Gaga fan knows, if you've ever heard her a cappella, her voice is just, you can't take that away from her, guys. She's just got this voice that is, from this tiny little girl, just comes right out like you wouldn't expect it. And I know Speechless was written about her father when he was going through his heart surgery, but right around the time where this album had come out, is there a date on here? Right around this time when this album did come out, my grandfather, he was alive at this point, was extremely sick, and I kind of could relate to what she was saying in Speechless, because that's how I felt at the time, you know. I'll do anything for you to be okay. And I'm trying not to cry. It was a very dark time for me. But Speechless was that song for me. Like I said, because she almost lost her father, and I did end up losing my grandfather. But I felt the same way. I'll never talk again. You've left me speechless, because he was being very stubborn as well as far as some treatments. But and tied with Speechless for number 3 was Judas on Born This Way. I love the video of Judas. Now, I know that this song was extremely controversial. In fact, I haven't heard it on the radio where I live in a very, very, very long time. The majority of the area that I live in is Catholic. I myself am Catholic. I guess maybe that sounds weird because of what the song is kind of about. But I think it's a gorgeous song. I think she did a good job. I love the video. When it comes to stuff like this, I think you need to take it as... Sometimes I think people take things too personally. I believe in living in harmony and stuff. I have friends of many different religions. I don't preach my religion to other people. So I expect the same respect in return. But I wouldn't be like, oh, abortion's bad, you can't have an abortion. I'm not that type of person. That is your personal choice. If that's what you want to do, by all means, that's your right to do so. If I don't agree with it, that's my right to feel that way. And I feel that that's what happened with Judas. That's why you don't hear about it anymore, because it was seen very controversial at the time. But I think the song itself was great. I thought the video was very visual. It was an awesome video, and I love the song itself. So, yeah, that's why those two, they were right there at number 3. Two very different songs, but I think they're both very good songs. Next one is number 2 on my list. Which one was it on? Here it goes. Dance in the Dark. I love this one. Also from the Fame Monster. Again, it's just a powerful song. I like really powerful songs, if you haven't noticed. Which will lead me to number 1 in a minute, you'll see. It's just... because I could kind of relate to it with what she says about things in the video. What she says about things in the song. I kind of felt that way when I was with my ex, which is a video I'll be making about that relationship. I haven't done it yet, guys, because I'm not gonna lie, even though I've moved on, it's still a very hard subject. It was, again, a very dark point in my life. Even though it was a very bad time, I learned a lot of lessons from it. And I was very lucky that I'm still here with you guys. I'm very lucky that nothing extreme happened. Well, some bad things did happen, but we'll save that for that video. That's a different time. Anyway, but Dance in the Dark, that's kind of how I kind of felt. Like, he would put me down, but, you know, I would kind of like, you know, at night when I went back home, I would just put on my radio and I would just dance, and like I felt free. I felt like me again, because with him I wasn't me. I lost who I was. I lost my identity, and that's why I like Dance in the Dark. Now the top favorite, and I could listen to this on repeat for months on end, and I'd never ever get sick of it. And it is from the Born This Way album. It is Hair. I love it. I love that song. It is definitely 80s. It has that freedom in it, and I love it. Because, you know, I've had enough. This is my prayer. I want to die living just as free as my hair. I love those lyrics. It is just so simple and beautiful at the same time. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. But I love, like, because of that relationship I was in, when I got out of it, I felt like I had freedom. I felt like I just left slavery and got my freedom. I could fly. I could do anything. That's how I felt. So when I hear songs like that, I can relate to it. It's like, yes, I'm free. Yes, I'm no longer like this. Yes. And that's why I like songs kind of about that. So Hair is definitely one of those great songs. I wish she did a video on it. She wrote it because of her parents, like, they wouldn't like the way she dressed and stuff, so she felt like she wasn't free because she was rebelling from her parents. Now, what teenager doesn't rebel from their parents? I went through the same phase. My mom. Now, I was in college. I literally just started college, but a lot of my friends were still high school age. So, we were... I don't want to say gothic. I don't want to say punk, because we weren't that. It was kind of a mix of 80s rock and roll with those things. Like, I still have the barrettes where they have, like, little devil horns. I got them from Hot Topic around Halloween, and I thought they were cool, and I would wear them even when it wasn't Halloween. I still love The Nightmare Before Christmas, so I had shirts, and I still have hoodies with Nightmare Before Christmas on them. And this is the kind of stuff my mother hates. Absolutely hates it. I guess because my mother is Catholic, that's how I was raised, as I just finished telling you guys, but very old school. Now, there's anything wrong with that. But I'm more open to ideas than she is. And she thought I was demonic when I was going through the state. And we didn't do anything bad. We weren't doing drugs. We weren't, we were good kids. We were just expressing ourselves visually, you know what I mean? And, you know, I had red hair streaks and stuff. I never dyed my hair permanently, but I would take those, like, washout dyes, and I would put that in, kind of like chalking hair today. My two friends would permanently dye their hair, but I was in management, so I couldn't do that because of my status at that point. So I couldn't keep those colors on my hair, so I would have to shampoo it out and go to work. But, oh boy, I got the lectures I got, guys, you would probably find them really amusing. She would tell me that what I was doing was unchristian. She would tell me that, okay, devil barrettes are not Christian at all. Okay, I follow that. I know that. I thought they were cute, though. I thought it was funny. I don't know. I didn't think it was bad because it wasn't like I was worshiping the devil. I just thought they were cute. I didn't think any more of it. They're just hair clips is all I saw them as. My mother saw them as a sign that I need to be, like, baptized again or something. So I still wore them, just not around her. At this point, I'm 18, 19, so I really pay attention to what she's saying, you know what I mean? She didn't like the way I still wear a lot of leather. I mean, look at what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing spikes and stuff, and this, love this necklace, my Mickey Minaj necklace and stuff like that. Even my earrings, because we're doing a Lady Gaga video. It says the fame, and they have lightning bolts and all kinds of cool stuff on it that my mother is very, very, very against. My house. I still have to do my room tour with you guys. You have seen my collection of dragons. My mother doesn't like my dragons at all. Basically, the reasoning why, and I think I've told you guys this before, there is a saint named Saint Martha. She's a patron saint of miracles. And she is depicted standing on a dragon, which is supposed to be a representation of Satan, and she's killing him. There's many representations of Satan. I have seen them. Satan was originally an angel. He was the angel of, I've heard sun and of music. I have looked it up, and what it actually is not sure, but I remember when I was in a private school, it was definitely of music, and they said to watch music. It's funny, I'm talking about Lady Gaga music right now, right? And then of the sunlight, which is kind of odd. I don't know too much about that one, but I do remember the music one. So, lost the train of thought again. But anyway, he was an angel. He was a fallen angel. I've seen him depicted as a goat. I've seen him depicted as, like I said, a dragon, the snake in the Garden of Eden. There's many depictions. Same with Christ and God. There's many depictions. But my mother, because of St. Martha, which she's one of my favorite saints too, hates the fact that I collect dragons. If you guys remember, if you've been with me since way back, my name on here was the Dragon Princess. When I sell jewelry, I sell it under, I call my alter ego the Dragon Princess, because when I originally started selling jewelry, I learned then that the best way to sell my jewelry in the area that we were in, because it was a very artsy area, was you need to make yourself stand out. You need to show people something they've never seen before. And that's what I did. I created this character. I'll have to do a video as this character one day. It's kind of funny. I would dress up like a princess or like a Cinderella character. I would wear, I'd go to Deb, I'd get these dresses that were on clearance, like very theatrical or big poofy type dresses. I would put on a crown, or I would do myself up like a princess. And I was the Dragon Princess. I was the princess of all dragons. And by doing that, I found my niche, and it was really fun. I still do that. I still, when I do go out and I sell my jewelry, that is how I do it. So maybe when I start talking about my jewelry, I will dress like this character that I've created. And it's funny because when I created that character, I didn't realize. Now, my dad's a mechanic. When he opened up his first business, on the side of his tow truck, he was the Dragon Rider. So I didn't know that at the time when I created my name, so my mother automatically assumed that I was copying other people. I've always had a love for mythology, and we're bouncing like crazy again. But yeah, it was kind of funny how we thought similarly. Me and my father are very similar, so we butt heads sometimes. So, that being said, yeah, one heck of an explanation, guys, right? But anyway, that's why I love the song Hair, because we've all have gone through that rebellious stage. I sometimes feel like, even though I'm in my 20s now, you guys ask me a lot what my age is. I am 28. Sometimes I still feel like we're going through that. I am constantly changing the way I look, or how I dress. You know, I think as humans, we are always changing. We are always learning. You never stop learning. Even when you're done with high school or college or whatever, you're still learning. I learn something new every day, and I always say, if you learn something new today, then the day wasn't a waste. My grandfather taught me that. Very important lesson, guys. Anyway, we are bouncing again, so I'm gonna get going. I had a lot of stuff to do that I haven't done yet. So, I'll see you later, guys. Bye!